Hey, and welcome everybody to another Rise of Kingdoms video. This is Dragothian here, and today we're going to be talking about the new patch notes, guys. There's a new patch coming up. It came out of nowhere. We were already in Lost Kingdom. We've already got Osiris League coming. I wanted to get this out a little bit sooner, but I had to get some work done, and I had to do something for a friend. So, with that in mind, let's go over some patch notes. Let's talk about this new system that's coming out that's got a little bit of controversy going on. Let's go through some of the other changes that may be coming down the road for some of the existing events that you guys have already experienced. And also let's talk about how all these things are going to mesh together, because honestly, it's a lot. It's a lot that's going on. I want you guys to know exactly what my thoughts are on this. It may be a little bit different than what else is out there, to be honest with you. I've not been in a game that's had this many updates back to back. And I tell you what, it's a good time to be a rock player. So with that being said, let's go through the patch notes. This is patch 1.0.23, the hammer and the anvil, and I think that has everything to do with number one on this patch notes list. By the way, this next patch, I don't see a date per se. It says sometimes next week. It's going to take about 3 hours, which is pretty standard. Probably count on 4 just because. And usually for me, it's early morning, so I don't even get to really have to worry about it. But I know that some of you in the European market, and then even on the West Coast in the U.S., this impacts you, so just be careful and don't get too mad if it takes longer than 3 hours, because things happen, right? That being said, let's get into the equipment system, guys. There is an equipment system coming. So I've seen a couple different ways to look at this. Obviously, the initial reaction that a lot of people have to this is, man, more things for me to have to spend money on, more things for me to have to grind and level up and figure out. I will tell you this. Yes, it's one more thing to do, but to me, being a PvPer at heart, like this is what I play the game for, is PvP. I do not play this game to go send out farms 5 times a day. I don't sit here trying to just kill barbs all day unless I have to. I play to have fun on the battlefield. So with that in mind, to me, this system is awesome, because what it does is it allows you to further customize your ability to bring different combinations to the battlefield. Now, I have been given confirmation that the bonuses that are going to be on this equipment is going to be troop-specific bonuses, a la skins. It's not going to be level up Minamoto's primary nuke by 500 damage. It's not going to be stuff like that, or double heal for Richard. You know, whatever you want to kind of come up with from a skill or commander standpoint has nothing to do with it. Very, very simply, it's just a stat buff that you can have on your equipment that will go towards your army that you have the commander in. So think again, your city skin, the commander screen, where you can pick certain commanders to have certain little buffs on the battlefield. This to me is just one more way where you can customize and really just kind of get into making the commanders and the groups that they are in your own. Now, the other thing that I've confirmed too for you guys, and again, I'm kind of glad that I was able to kind of wait a little bit towards the end of the day to do this. Don't pay attention to that AM number up there. That's actually not the actual time. But what I was able to confirm as well is that it's not going to be a one-size-fits-all. There's going to be, very similar to the stars system and the sculpture system, there's going to be specific armor classes. So there's going to be rare, advanced, there's going to be legendary, there's going to be epic, there's going to be different tiers, different colors, and you will only be able to use those tier armor with those tier commanders. So you need to have a legendary chest plate or a helmet for Richard. You need to have an epic gloves and sword for Boudica, for instance. Okay, so just kind of give you an example. So that's what you're going to be looking at, guys. There's going to be specific tiers for this armor, and it's going to be very low impact from an overpowering standpoint, I think, personally. And again, I haven't gotten all the details, but we were able to kind of fish out and ferret that information out for you guys, because it is a little bit vague in this description. It's just saying stuff's coming, equipment's coming, get ready, get psyched. And honestly, I'm psyched about it, because again, more diversity on the battlefield. That's been the theme of this channel. We want to have more PvP diversity. So let's quickly run through this just to kind of make sure that we cover all of our bases with you. You can finally use equipment to enhance your combat skills. Now, again, that's misleading, because I was told stats. It's all stats. It's not skills. The skills are not impacted by these pieces of weapons, armor, jewelry, all that good stuff. Okay. Governors can get equipment through side quests, Shadow Legion Invasion, which I still have not gotten to do yet, which I've been begging to do, and also the Osiris League and other events. So it looks like there's going to be tons of ways where you guys can get armor. It's not necessarily going to be a pay-to-win event. We really need to see how this rolls out to really classify it as such, if that's going to be the case. Honestly, with just what I see here, side quests, most of us have completed those side quests that are T5 and above. So I wonder if those are retroactive. I'm assuming the side quests are going to be the little daily, like where the daily quests are at, and you've got the sub quests. That to me is the side quest. Shadow Legion Invasion, again, Shadow Legion Invasion. Wow. That is something that looks really awesome, but I haven't got to experience it yet. I'm really looking forward to seeing how that goes. But that looks really fun, and sounds like whenever you defeat an army, it'll drop a piece of legendary armor or epic armor or whatever. Osiris League, again, there's no reason why you shouldn't be able to get PvP items from PvP events. That makes total sense. I'd imagine they may even throw some of this stuff into the Lost Kingdom as well. That would make a lot of sense. And it says other events. I'm thinking Kerouac. I'm thinking maybe Lohar. I'm thinking Strategic Reserve, things like that. Okay. I really see legendary armor, weapons, jewelry being the next thing as the game evolves. Now, I know a lot of players are still in the 20 to 40, 50 million range and not quite T5 just yet. And there's tons of players that are T5 and massive T5. So this is going to be a little bit for everybody, but again, we need to see how it rolls out to see if you'll be able to get enough in the game to make it make sense to where it's not necessarily you got to buy it to use it and that kind of thing. Okay. So let's continue. Receiving equipment for the first time, governors will unlock the equipment system. At the same time, a new building, the blacksmith, that sounds awesome, will be added to the building options in your city. Blacksmiths can be used to forge equipment, which again is what you're going to be using here. Dismantle equipment, produce upgrade materials, used to forge equipment. So it sounds like it's going to be very similar to the farm, wood, stone, gold situation. And it sounds like also as you're farming barbarians and different events and things like that, they will drop materials that you can use to create stuff, which again, crafting system in the game, guys. That sounds pretty cool. Go to the blacksmith and build a set of equipment for your favorite commander. I sure will. I know I will do that for sure. Please note that the blacksmith can only be unlocked at City Hall level 16 or higher. So make sure that you get to T4 and some change before you start going after this blacksmith stuff. But honestly, you really shouldn't be worried about the equipment things until you've got at least T4 and some pretty decently leveled commanders as well. Okay. So Osiris League live testing. This is a combination of watching Osiris League and betting on Osiris League. So again, this is a brand new system. There's going to be some kinks, guys. I want to say that there's going to be at least one or two that they're going to have to hash through. They're just talking about betting on the outcome of matches and watching the matches of their favorite teams. Again, there's tons of massive alliances out there that are going to cause some significant damage. And especially once we get to the playoffs, guys, the playoffs are going to be insane. It's going to be massive alliance against massive alliance, legend against legend, powerhouse against powerhouse. It's going to be all out there. I'm really looking forward to seeing how all these matches play out. I also look forward to seeing myself in that playoff. So that's the plan. That's what I'm going to do, and that's what I'm going to stick to. It says to preserve the game stability. There's a limit to the number of people that can watch a match for now. I think it's around 100 right now. So that being said, if it's, two really popular alliances and you can't get in, that's why. So just look for one of us on the content creation team to be casting that for you. I know Gecko has been going absolutely ham on casting Osiris League matches. I've grabbed a few of them myself, along with our own that we're also casting. So you should get a taste of everything that you're looking for on all the content creator channels that are sponsored by the game. So look for myself, look for Gecko, look for Shinchi, look for Chiskel, look for Echo. Look for everybody in the game that is in the content creation game, and we will take care of you and show you these massive matches. And sure enough, you'll be able to see all the good stuff. They're also inviting some people to be commentators. That's pretty cool. They're just kind of reaching out to the community. I really like that. Again, this is a big reason why I love this game. They reach out and they're really connected with the community. I'm looking forward to seeing how that plays out. And again, they're just kind of giving you a heads up. Testing stage, guys, beta a little bit. So, be careful on how you're doing it. I don't know if I'm going to go so super ham on betting gems, if that's how it works the first time, just to make sure that I'm not going to lose anything if things go awry. So let's go to the next one. Silk Road spectators improved. Thank goodness. I'd love to see this again. It's been a long time since we've seen it. I think it's like the last Lost Kingdom since we've seen this. So looks like there were some further optimizations and bonuses and buffs and things like that. I think a lot of them were actually really warranted. Progress is saved. Each event will no longer force you to start from scratch. That is fantastic. More surprises. While on the road, Caravan may drop special cargo for you to recover and keep. Now, that could be the equipment stuff, guys. That could be special chests. I think the whole point of that is to incentivize the people who were normally just kind of being in the alliance to get the rewards to actually participate. And that way you can get even better bonuses if you actually help escort the caravan. Because I know a lot of times we were escorting the caravan and there were people on, they were just farming barbs instead of helping do the caravan. So this is going to help incentivize and hopefully get basically your entire alliance to come and go crazy on doing the caravan. Blessed with Bravery, elite barbarians will drop fantastic rewards once defeated. That's fantastic too, because again, we were killing the barbarians and getting no loot, no XP, nothing. It was kind of a checkbox to get the caravan to the end. So, it is what it is. Now they fixed it, so that's good stuff. Caravan now takes a shorter path, but will likely encounter more barbarians. That's also really good. It's faster, and you get more stuff, evidently, because they now drop rewards. So bonus and win. That's really good. Stand tall and heroic with a new individual score. So it's not just alliance anymore. It's an individual score. Defeat barbarians and get points. Acquire enough individual points and complete the mission to get even more prizes. So again, there's probably going to be an alliance and an individual tab all at once. It's going to be great, guys. I think y'all all going to enjoy this once this comes back out. I'm really excited about it for sure, and especially if I want to be able to get some sweet equipment mats, stars. I'm certainly running out of legendary stars. That's a good way to get some of that stuff. Shadow Legion improvements. Again, I haven't even gotten to do this yet, but I saw some videos on some other channels and it looks amazing, and I'm really hoping it gets released to everybody. I really hope it doesn't get released during the middle of a battle in the Lost Kingdom, but other than that, it'll be fun. It'll be a good time. I think everybody's going to enjoy it. It seemed really fun to me. So I'm looking forward to it. It says, since the Shadow Legion event came online, we have noticed a lot of room for improvement. Okay. Yeah, I think they started it with a couple of other kingdoms and then saw there were some problems with how it was implemented or how it was running. So they went ahead and took it offline to do the fixes, and here are the fixes. Attack waves now spawn every 3 minutes. I'm not sure how that differs from the original. It may be shorter, it may be longer, I'm not sure. Reduce the score required to get through all 25 waves and earn all possible prizes. That's helpful for everybody. A little bit of a help to those who are not quite as high in power, so that's very helpful. Lower level Shadow Legion forces are now easier to defeat. That's also good. Just kind of smash them quicker. And then optimize the Shadow Legion event page display. So that's pretty sweet. So they made it quicker, easier to defeat, and I'm not sure about the attack wave piece, but I'm sure it was a help to whatever it was before. So sounds good. I'm really looking forward to seeing that. Other changes. Now, there were some questions about these things, and I want to make sure that I cover them. So the first one is Alliance and Governor names can now support input from a wider range of language character sets. That's cool. Especially considering I know that we're starting to expand the Rise of Kingdoms game farther east. So think eastern part of the world. They're going to start maybe getting access to Rise of Kingdoms, which is really cool, getting more governors involved, get more players involved, and get a bigger alliances, and it's going to be fun. Troops transportation capacity has been increased. Now, this was the question, because you can read that a couple ways, right? You can read that a couple ways. I want to say, and I'm going to take a peek around at something really quick because I think I got something for it. I personally, and I don't see an answer for it just yet because we did ask in the channel. However, so what we did was we asked, is this talking about the troop load capacity, like how many resources you can carry, or is it talking about how many troops you can have in your army? to me, the way it reads, and again, I haven't gotten an official answer on this. As soon as I do, I will put it in the comments below. When it says troops transportation capacity, that means to me it's load. That means that you'll be able to carry more resources per army whenever you go pillage or whenever you go to your alliance tile for mining, things like that. I don't see where it could possibly say just troop capacity, where that to me would be increasing the amount of troops that you can put into a single army. That's a big difference, guys. More troops in an army means stronger army, and it's harder to kill, and the nukes are harder, and all that good stuff. So to me, this second piece just means troop load, which is more resources per troop per army. Hopefully that makes sense. Again, when I get more clarification, I will put it in the description below or in the comments below and pin it so you guys know exactly what's going on. Third one is you can now check information on players that scouted you in the scout notification message. So hopefully we can actually tab where they're at. Since they're scouting us, we should be able to see where they're at so we can scout them back, or maybe there's some more data in there that we can kind of ping off of there and see what's going on. So we'll see what that looks like, but this is coming like soon, guys, really soon. It said next week, right? Somewhere next week. So we're talking, I would say 7 business days or so would be my guess. So it's coming really quickly. And I'm really excited for a lot of it, guys. I know that, again, people are really kind of looking at this equipment system as just another way to get money. And I really don't, just based off of the description here, I really don't see that being the case. I mean, it looks like you're going to be able to get either materials and or pieces doing events that most free-to-play players or minimum spenders or moderate spenders or all the way up to super whales do. I mean, these are normal everyday things that we do alongside of the special events too. So you'll get stuff there. You've got a blacksmith that you're going to be able to use to create the equipment, things like that. So I'm really looking forward to this. I don't think this is going to be unless you spend a ton of money into the game, you're not going to be able to utilize this system. I really think that you're going to be able to use it in an effective way. And I also don't think it's going to be super impactful, but again, just another way to min-max your troop armies and how you want to organize them and how you want to deploy them on the battlefield. All right, I think that's pretty much all this beaten into the ground. If there are some changes made, again, I will comment in this video below. If I find out a little bit more clarification on the troop transportation capacity issue, I will put that in the comments below as well and pin it. I hope you've enjoyed this. This is Dragothian signing off. Again, I really enjoyed bringing this to you guys. I really hope you enjoyed it too. I'll see y'all next time. Cheers. Have a good one. Take care.